You know, we live in, like, once again, a very strange time. How they balance out, like, things like outrage. Like, what is the appropriate reaction to something? You know, like, say, like, there's court happening, and a man is on trial for fucking some kid, and the mother comes in and shoots the man. It's like, what is the appropriate reaction to somebody doing that to your family? Is that wrong? Is that right? But we live in this really strange world where, like, somebody could steal $1 billion, cause the stock market, everybody lose their jobs around the world, and it's like, what happens to them? Nothing, you know? But somebody takes €5 from you, you're in jail, beat up, their life gone.
Und wir feiern gern.
The question that I was kind of wondering is, like, if an artist can't be free, who can fucking be free? Excuse my language, is that bad? But that's the best way that you understand the seriousness of this. If our artists cannot be free to explore work and ideas, then who can be free? Sure. Wait 1 second. If you bring up Charles Manson, there's a mythology, excuse me, no, but the mythology of Charles Manson. Check this out. He's recording with the Beach Boys. He's at all these famous people's houses, right? He knew, Roman Polanski's this innocent guy, right? That makes all these satanic movies. There was nothing else going on there. Like, these people don't know each other. Yeah. Right. Just, Roman Polanski just happens to make all these movies about these secret satanic rituals and things. But just out of nowhere, his wife, who starred in a satanic movie in the 60s, she didn't star in some nice thing, just happens to get killed with these Satan people. I wonder what happened there, you know? But it's so easy, and like, all the people that do all these things, you know, they let all these killers out of jail. They never let him out. They'll never let him out.
Yeah, that's funny, but...
He didn't kill anybody. Well, I got a real sense when I listened to the Strokes for the first time that they fell in love with Marquee Moon by television and said, fuck it, I'm going to be that. Let me borrow your clothes, you know? Can I play your guitar? I am you. Later. Okay, but anyways, they're great at what they do, and there's the different levels, you know? When I look at some people, they're great entertainers. Now, when you look at, like, a perfect example is Black Eyed Peas, and they're playing, and everybody's having a good time. They're playing at Glastonbury, and everybody's jumping up and down. You have to understand they're playing to a tape. Their show is their show. And Lady Gaga, you know, is being carried around. She might be dressed up as, like, an aluminum pineapple. She's being carried, you know, and it's a big show, you know, and there's something else. I'm interested in folk music. I'm interested in pastiche, deconstructionism, destroying traditions where it's important, like punk spirit, but mind expanding, searching, taking risks. You know, for me, like, all of it's a big success because nobody asked me to play music. In fact, people always worked against me. I know the, like, music business, I think that's the most revolutionary thing that I could show people, is that they're fucked if they absolutely believe in what they're being told, or they try and accomplish some formula to be successful. I don't know of anybody who can be successful in music. Everybody talks about how they're screwed. Even Johnny fucking Holiday lives in another country because of the tax. He feels like he can't even make the money that's supposedly his, which is screwed up in your head. It's the same thing as when the property values change and people are like, oh, they maybe only put in 100,000 euros for the house, but they're like, this would be worth 800,000 euros. I'm losing money that they haven't even made, you know? And then with the airlines, the volcano that happened or didn't happen, now they're like, we lost 150 billion euros or whatever it is. So they've reduced everybody and everything to how much money you're gonna make. When we think of Bob Dylan, what do we think about? Protests in the 60s or something, his music, counterculture, right? But it wasn't counterculture music, you know? Basically, he was worried about keeping his job. If you really listen to 60s music, the stuff you don't hear on the radio still, that you don't know about, that was counterculture. That was revolutionary. But it's like, this guy's a symbol for revolution because what? He stayed safe so he could keep his job till now? I like the minimalist composers, John Cale, everybody, Cage, these guys. But I'm really interested in accomplishing a lot of different things, you know? Like, I've always, since very early, you know, this was a big challenge to try and find a way to record the music ideas. And what I wanted to do more than be the person on the stage was to play a studio as an instrument, to come across. And what I look for when I'm in that situation is to, when it creates some sounds or something, to where I start to daydream and just look at it. Like, whoa, this is interesting for some reason. It catches my attention. Then I'm really interested in that relationship. What has the power to attract your attention? And then on top of that, I really like what it is inside of you that can pull away from that.